can't say that So, welcome back to my channel. Why am I always laughing? I'm Estelle. If you don't know me yet, I'm an aspiring singer-songwriter and I want to document my journey through music. That's it, bye. I get so tense all the time. Today, I want to talk about open mics. I can't say that I have a lot of experience so far, but I've been to 3 open mics so far. I want to talk about it because I was scared forever to do my first open mics. And also because I always thought I'm gonna do one next week, and I was always postponing it because I always thought I'm not ready enough. But something I learned on top of my 26 years old is that if you wait to be ready to do something, you will never do it. That was right for open mics as well. I'm not saying don't rehearse. I'm not saying be completely unaware of what's going on in open mics. What I'm saying is most of the times artists, they always feel like they're not perfect enough or good enough to do something. Well, who cares? Who likes perfect anyway? And what is perfect anyway? So, what's an open mic? It's an event where you can sing. Most of the times it's being held in bars. And in London, you can find open mics every single night, everywhere. Even if you're not an artist and you're genuinely just entertained by music, by art, by poetry, just go around, find them, support them. It will help the venues because the bar needs the money to hold these open mics. So yeah, I've been to only 3 so far. My first one was in December last year. I remember actually it was out of nowhere. Basically, I really wanted to go to open mics and I met one of my really close friends from uni now, Tom, a very talented artist from BIM as well. And Tom was telling me that he was going to open mics. I remember he was doing at least 3 a week. And I was fascinated because I've always wanted to do open mics, but I never knew how and where to start and when am I gonna be ready for that. But truth is, you don't need to be ready. You just need to have, let's say, 2 songs ready. And when I say 2 songs ready, I actually mean just you can enjoy singing them and you know the lyrics, let's say. And even if you know the lyrics, you will see that sometimes being in front of an audience doesn't help with the lyrics. I was waiting to be ready, which means I would never be ready. And then one day, Tom told me, you know what, let's do an open mic this week. Let's meet at BIM and see if we can find one for the actual night. So Tom and I went to BIM that day and I was planning on having my first open mic the same night.
All my friends, they don't know what it's like. Always wanted to be one of those people in the room that say something and everyone put their hand up. Like if you stop, put your hand up. If you're late, put some on pepper. If you don't put your hand up. Like my mama when I'm doing it. Woo! Woo!
And I was sort of ready. But then we couldn't find an open mic that was accepting backing tracks on the actual day. And it was a Wednesday and I remember we found a place that was accepting backing tracks for the Friday. In the matter of 2 days, I realized my first open mic is now. I don't even remember having the time to be stressed actually. That's what it's good to not planning too much and not waiting to be ready for open mics. And when I say open mics, I actually mean any live shows, gigs, opportunities you have. Take them. Even if you feel like you're not going to be ready, take them and you'll see. If you fail, you fail. You learn from it. That's what happened to me many times. So Friday came and I had my first open mic, and as I said, I didn't have the time to stress about it. The only thing that stressed me is that 1 hour before, Tom sent me a message saying that the transports were blocked and he was too far away to make it on time. And I remember being so stressed because I didn't have Tom with me to support me, but I had my friends coming to support me. By the way, if you want to see whenever I'm doing open mics and live shows, please follow me on Instagram because that's where I update the most. So for that open mic, I didn't have original songs ready and I decided to sing 2 covers I was comfortable with. So I performed Safe and Sound by Taylor Swift. Because I used to sing that one when I was I don't know, 17, and I felt comfortable getting back into music with this song that I knew forever. And the second one I decided to do was Anxiety by Julia Michaels and Selena Gomez.
They don't understand why I think so weird through the night. I've been told that I could take something to fix it. I wish it was a simple way.
Because I was not that anxious to do my first open mic, but in some kind of ways, singing in front of people, as you probably heard in my previous video and you will hear later on, has been something I love doing, but also I struggle doing in terms of confidence. So singing a song called Anxiety for my very first open mic was very special to me. And what I can remember is actually I was more stressed while I was performing the first song, Safe and Sound, just because I felt like I was not at my full potential. And then when I started singing Anxiety, not that it was much better, but I felt more comfortable. I felt like the audience was more with me. I tend to say that I don't appreciate my voice. I'm starting slowly more and more getting to the point that I accept my voice. Some people tell me that it's weird because I sing but I don't really like my voice. But to me it does go together, because when you love doing something that is so personal, you're scared that people are going to stop you from doing it. So when you're sharing your voice because you love it, you're scared that people are going to tell you stop doing it. Because if they tell you to stop doing it, it means they'll tell you to stop doing something you love. But anyway, I had a really nice evening. I remember people that I didn't know come to see me after my performance, telling me that they loved my voice, they loved my performance. And as much as I believe my friends and I love when people I know support what I'm doing, it's also very genuine when someone you don't know tells you what you're doing. It's good that you should continue. It was not the first time I had great feedback on my voice and on my singing, but it was probably one of the first times I was accepting it. You know, when it's difficult to accept a compliment because you don't believe in it. This time I was just taking it. You listen to it, you take notes of it, and it's gonna grow into you that people maybe actually they do like what you do. My second open mic though didn't go as planned. And I'm gonna tell you straight away, the moment I woke up, I was not ready for it. And I woke up thinking, that's not the day. Today I'm not gonna perform well. Today I'm not doing well. And that's another topic I want to talk a lot about on this channel, is mental health. I do talk a lot about mental health. I do go to events around mental health. I believe mental health is way too important not to talk about it. So that day when I woke up, the day of my second open mic, I just knew straight away that it was not a day. And my mistake was to not do anything to change this behavior. I was feeling as if I was not going to perform well. I was not even trying to convince myself that I would do good. I was just thinking, let's rehearse, but I know I'm not going to do good. So I took the day at home to rehearse, and because I was convinced that I was not going to perform well, I sang for 5 hours at home, rehearsing the 2 songs I planned to do, for the only reason that I was never happy with what I was doing. And I think in retrospect that was a very poor decision, because if you play a guitar and you play for 5 hours, you will improve. If you sing for 5 hours straight, you are going to destroy your voice. And that's not good. First, I'm still struggling with my own voice, and second, I was damaging my voice. So I sang for hours and hours, thinking I'm still not there, it's still not how I want it to sound tonight, I need to rehearse again, maybe it's gonna get better the next time. Truth is, yes, it's really good to practice, but 5 hours straight for a voice, no. And after rehearsing for 5 hours at my place, I went to BIM with Tom to rehearse again and again. Poor decision, because my voice was tired. I was mentally tired because I was never happy with what I was delivering. And mentally it's very heavy because you're thinking, I'm not good enough, I will never be able to make it through. And I think it's being really harsh on yourself when you do that. It's literally self-sabotage. So I went to the open mic thinking that I am definitely not ready. And people started performing, and compared to the first open mic I just described, for the first open mic I was constantly asking, when's my turn? When am I singing? Because I wanted to sing. For the second open mic right now, I knew when I was going to sing and I didn't want to. I knew that when Tom was singing, my turn was after him. And when Tom finished singing and he came back to sit next to me, I straight away told him I don't want to sing. I was scared, I was stressed, and I was not confident that it was going to be a great performance. And what happened is that it turned out exactly how I anticipated the whole day. It was not a great performance. I forgot the lyrics, I got lost in the timing of the songs, both of the songs that I knew forever.
I'm getting a club with if it's really true. But can you say we won't make it through? I'll be there forever. You will see that it's better. All our hopes and our dreams will come true.
Kept going until the end of the songs. That's something I think it's really important to do. Even if you started messing up with the songs, you go until the end of what you're doing. But when I finished performing, I went back seating with my friends, and I just was close to receiving any comments. You know, when your friends tell you, but it was great anyway, I loved it anyway. I do love supporting friends like this. But in that moment, I knew what I was doing, and I knew that what I did indeed was bad. Not bad, but the mindset was not here anyway. So if the mindset was not here, the delivery of the songs was definitely not here.
Don't say I didn't want you.
Home, not gonna lie, I cried the whole night. The next day I was supposed to go to class and I didn't. And I was telling Tom that I didn't want to go out of my room ever again. Drama queen. It's not even being dramatic, it's just that, again, that's what I was saying. When you do something you love and you end up not doing it as good as you wanted it to be, it's very damaging. I was thinking, what if people remember me as the one who forgot the lyrics? The one who stresses in front of people when she sings. But she's a singer, right? But why does she stress then? The next day I didn't go to school at all because I didn't want to go to class with what I thought was written, that singer in front of me. And you know, if it's written, that singer here, then yeah, I'm still allowed to sing. You wanting to sing doesn't mean you have to sing perfectly again. Making mistakes in your performances is part of the journey to learn. So after that open mic, it was really hard for me to persuade myself to go back there. I was scared of going back to open mics again because I thought my friends are gonna think that I shouldn't be doing open mics, or they're gonna think, oh, she's gonna miss that again, she's gonna ruin that again, she's gonna ruin songs again. But people at BIM and even myself and people around me pushed me to go back as soon as I could so that I could erase this feeling of failure. And I went back there something like 3 weeks after, maybe less, and it turned out very well. I sang Anxiety again because I felt like I was confident with this song in the first open mic, so I'm gonna do that again, just to put myself in the habit of pushing me to do it, but with something I felt comfortable with. And I chose a second one by Taylor Swift called Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Saying goodbye, still by a thousand cuts. Flashbacks taking me on. I get drunk, but it's not enough, 'cause the morning comes and you're not my baby. but it wasn't enough, wasn't enough, no, no.
What I was really proud of myself that night is that it was not perfect, but no one noticed. I mean, basically the Taylor Swift song, I forgot a whole section of the song. But I realized while I was singing, and I knew where I was in the track. So I knew how to get back on track. And no one noticed. And I was proud of myself because I thought I'm coming from making mistakes to knowing how to react to those mistakes, and next step is not making the mistakes eventually, hopefully someday. So I haven't been to open mics since then, but I'm looking forward to open mics to make mistakes again and to learn from those mistakes. And if you feel like you want to go to open mics, please go there, make those mistakes, forget the lyrics, forget the timing, mess up with the song, change everything in the song if you feel like it, and learn, just learn. So yeah, the reason why I wanted to talk about open mics is first because I wanted to open up on the improvements I made and hopefully going forward, and also because for everyone who's been where I was before, not wanting to sing in front of people. No, it's not wanting, because if I really did not want to do it, I would simply not do it. I want to do it, but I'm scared of it. But I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone and doing it. And for you, if you want to, just do it. Hopefully I will go to more open mics, meet some of you, make mistakes again, forget the lyrics. I'm looking forward to this. And again, follow me on Instagram so you can see whenever I'm going back to open mics. You can come to see me make mistakes, forget the lyrics. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Thumb up if you liked it, and I see you in my next video. I believe I want to tell you about my X Factor experience. Thank you for watching, and I see you soon, yeah?